Do you notice your body changing in ways that are hard to explain? A strange scent, a growing belly, longer ears or shrinking calves. These aren't just signs of aging. Behind these seemingly minor clues lie fascinating truths about the aging process in men. Let's explore 4 distinctive changes you might be going through without ever truly understanding them. The signature scent of aging, a fragrance you can't deny. Have you ever gotten close to an older person and suddenly noticed a strange scent you couldn't quite name? Not body odor, not outdated cologne. It's a specific, subtle, but unmistakable smell. And here's the thing, it has nothing to do with poor hygiene or lack of personal care. This scent actually comes from a natural biological change in the skin as the body enters the aging phase. In men, the aging of the skin leads the body to start producing a compound called 2-nonenal. This substance forms when unsaturated fatty acids on the skin's surface oxidize, especially as skin cell turnover slows, boys compared to youth. The result is a light odor, somewhat like damp wood or old paper, that begins to emerge. A smell the Japanese once referred to as old person's smell, kareishu. What's remarkable is that nonenal isn't like sweat or regular skin oil. It's not easily removed by standard washing. Due to its unique chemical makeup, nonenal tends to cling to fabric fibers, linger on clothes, pillows, blankets, and stick stubbornly to the skin, making the scent familiar to others, even if the person themselves doesn't notice it. In reality, men start producing nonenal as early as age 40, but between the ages of 60 and 70, this compound builds up more noticeably, and that's when the scent becomes a clear sign of aging. The solution. You might not eliminate it completely, but you can definitely manage it. Although it's impossible to completely stop the production of nonenal, as it's an inevitable part of aging, that doesn't mean you have to passively live with the scent. On the contrary, there are many effective ways to reduce, slow down, and even significantly control how much nonenal shows up. Use specialized soap. Not every shower gel can wipe out nonenal. You should opt for specialized products, typically containing antioxidants and deep cleansing formulas that can break down this compound and reduce its buildup on the skin. Most regular soaps only clean the surface and don't address the root of the problem. Antioxidant-rich diet from within. Nonenal forms as a result of cell oxidation. So, by boosting your intake of antioxidant-rich foods like green tea, leafy vegetables, berries, citrus fruits, you're helping the body neutralize free radicals, reduce skin oxidation, and thus limit nonenal from the source. Proper clothing care. Since nonenal clings tightly to fabrics, you should wash clothes with baking soda or use deodorizing sprays specially made for fabrics and older adults. This step is crucial to freshen garments and prevent lingering odors even when your body is clean. Proper skincare and moisture balance. When the skin is dehydrated, its ability to regenerate cells also decreases. Moisturizing regularly, avoiding excessive sun exposure, and using products with vitamin E, C, or collagen can help keep skin healthy and reduce surface oxidation. Instead of feeling embarrassed or trying to hide it, what matters most is that you understand the cause so you can take proactive, positive care of yourself. Nonenal is not a problem. It's a biological signal that your body is entering a different phase, wiser and more mature. Understanding nonenal means understanding a part of yourself and learning how to slow the marks of time, maintaining confidence in every breath, every close embrace, because age doesn't lessen your value. It just needs to be accompanied by proper care and a refreshed spirit. A growing waistline, more than just food habits. One of the most visible signs as men enter middle and older age is the expanding waistline, even if it's not necessarily due to overeating or a lack of exercise. Many keep the same lifestyle. Some even eat less than before, yet the belly steadily pushes out the waistband. So what's really going on? As age increases, a man's body undergoes a range of physiological changes, most notably a slowdown in metabolism, loss of muscle mass, and especially a drop in testosterone levels. These changes lower the body's energy expenditure, while fat becomes easier to store, particularly in the belly area, which tends to attract visceral fat. But it goes deeper than just a slower metabolism. As men age, their basal metabolic rate, BMR, the amount of energy burned at rest, begins to decline. This means even when you're not doing anything, your body is burning fewer calories than it used to. So even if you were eating the same amount of food as you did at 30, your body now stores more of it as fat. Meanwhile, muscle mass naturally decreases, especially after age 40, in a process called sarcopenia. Since muscle tissue burns more calories than fat, this loss further reduces calorie usage, making fat gain even easier. And where does most of that fat go? Right to the abdomen, where it forms the notorious visceral fat, which wraps around internal organs. Another often overlooked factor is insulin sensitivity, which tends to decrease with age. This hormonal shift means that the body isn't as efficient at handling sugar and carbs, leading to higher blood sugar levels and more fat storage, especially around the midsection. Even stress contributes to this issue. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is known to promote fat retention in the abdominal region. Sleep quality also plays a key role. Poor or fragmented sleep, common as we age, disrupts appetite-regulating hormones like ghrelin and leptin, increasing cravings and reducing fullness signals. The result? You might snack more or choose high-calorie comfort foods without realizing it. And here's a little-known point: posture and abdominal tone. As core muscles weaken and posture slouches with age, the belly may appear more prominent, even if actual fat levels haven't drastically changed. A relaxed core can give the illusion of a larger belly simply because the muscles aren't holding things in as they used to. It's important to note that while belly fat is often visible on the outside, the internal fat deposits can be far more dangerous. Visceral fat doesn't just sit quietly. It actively releases inflammatory substances that affect organs and raise the risk of chronic diseases. That's why even slim-looking men can have a hidden risk if their waist-to-hip ratio is out of balance. In short, belly fat in aging men is a multifaceted issue. It's not just about calories in versus calories out. It's about how age changes the way your body handles energy, hormones, and stress. Understanding the science behind it is the first step to tackling the bulge from the inside out. Deeper impact when belly fat affects the whole body. Belly fat isn't just a cosmetic concern, It's a major health risk factor. Studies have shown that visceral fat, the fat around your organs, can release compounds that trigger inflammation and disrupt normal functions of the heart, brain, and metabolic system. Specifically, the risk of heart disease and high blood pressure increases as these fats negatively impact cardiovascular health. Blood sugar regulation worsens, raising the likelihood of type 2 diabetes. Cognitive function may decline as inflammatory substances from belly fat affect brain activity. Poor sleep quality, chronic fatigue, and daily energy crashes become more common. In essence, belly fat is a biologically active complex, not just passive fat tissue. That's why its presence should be taken seriously. How to manage your waistline as you age. While fat gain is natural with age, managing and improving this issue is entirely possible with the right approach. Increase resistance training. Exercises like weightlifting, push-ups, or using resistance bands help maintain and build muscle, keeping metabolism from dropping too fast. Muscle is the body's best barrier against fat. Ensure enough protein intake. Protein not only builds muscle, but also prolongs satiety, helps control cravings, and prevents fat accumulation. Limit processed foods and refined sugar. These are the silent culprits that spike insulin, disrupt metabolism, and accelerate belly fat storage. Ears keep getting bigger. Have you ever looked at an old photo and been surprised that your ears looked slimmer when you were younger? Don't worry. It's not just your imagination or the camera angle. Our ears truly get larger over time, and this is a biological phenomenon confirmed by science. The reason lies in a unique trait of the ears. Most of the outer ear is made from soft cartilage. And unlike bones or muscles, cartilage continues to grow throughout life. This growth isn't rapid or dramatic, but it's persistent and accumulates quietly over decades. Combine that with the natural stretching of skin and the constant pull of gravity, and the result is clear. Ears that gradually elongate and droop more with each passing year. Some studies suggest that human ears can grow about 0.2 centimeters per decade. While that might sound minor, when viewed over a 30 or 40-year period, the change becomes quite noticeable, especially from your 60s onward. The earlobes, being the softest and most flexible part, are typically the first to show signs. They lose their plumpness, sag slightly, and develop tiny wrinkles. This change tends to sneak up on people. Because it happens slowly and subtly, you probably wouldn't notice it day by day. But when you see a side-by-side comparison, a photo from your 20s versus now, the difference is surprisingly clear. Earrings that once sat nicely may now hang lower. Glasses might feel like they don't fit the same way. It's these little things that highlight how much the ears evolve with age. Beyond just size, the shape and firmness of the ears change too. The cartilage becomes less resilient, making ears more prone to bending, folding, or looking thinner at the edges. This is a natural part of aging skin and connective tissue, especially in areas exposed to sun and environmental stress over time. In some cultures, elongated earlobes are actually seen as a sign of wisdom and longevity. Many statues of sages, monks, or spiritual icons, especially in East Asia, are depicted with long, stretched ears. But in modern Western society, where youthfulness is more closely linked to beauty standards, even small facial shifts like droopy ears can make people feel self-conscious or older looking. That's why, in recent years, many people, men included, have started paying more attention to their ears as part of anti-aging care. From using earlobe creams with collagen and hyaluronic acid to professional procedures like earlobe fillers, laser tightening, or minor surgical lifts, there are now cosmetic solutions to restore symmetry and youthful fullness. But beyond aesthetics, understanding this change can shift your mindset. It's not about vanity, it's about self-awareness. Recognizing how your body evolves with time allows you to take better care of it, appreciate the changes, and make informed choices about how you want to present yourself to the world. After all, aging is not just about getting older. It's about learning how to age well. And yes, that includes the ears too. The psychological impact. When appearance quietly shifts. Even though larger ears don't directly affect physical health, for many people, this change in appearance can lead to a loss of confidence, especially when it's paired with other signs of aging, like sagging skin, gray hair, or wrinkles around the eyes. Men, who often pay less attention to facial details, might also feel something's off when they look in the mirror and notice their ears appear longer and droopier than before. It's one of those subtle yet obvious changes often overlooked in aging discussions. Yet effective ways to keep ears healthier and younger looking. Though you can't fully stop your ears from growing with age, taking care of your skin and body can slow the sagging process and help ears stay more youthful. Stay hydrated daily. Dehydrated skin quickly loses elasticity, making earlobes more prone to wrinkling and stretching. Eat foods rich in collagen and vitamin C. Items like salmon, leafy greens, and citrus fruits help the body produce collagen, a vital element for firm, elastic skin. Moisturize the ear area with creams containing vitamin E, A, or retinol. Just like your face, the skin around your ears needs care to avoid premature aging. Regular use of creams can help maintain soft and healthy skin texture. Calf muscles gradually disappear. One day, you might glance down at your legs and feel something seems different. Your calves, once firm and well-defined with each step, now appear soft, lifeless, and seemingly gone. Even without weight loss or dietary changes, this is a sign of muscle atrophy, a reduction in muscle mass due to aging. In men, this condition becomes more apparent as the body enters middle age. Levels of testosterone and growth hormone, the two main elements responsible for maintaining and rebuilding muscle, begin to drop, slowing the rate of new muscle development while old muscle fades over time. In the past, just a few brisk walks, stair climbs, or physical activities would activate your leg muscles, making them visibly flex. But now the body lacks the strength to rebuild fibers, causing muscles to shrink, lose mass, and their former firmness. This muscle loss isn't just about appearance. It also leads to a drop in leg power and endurance. Everyday movements that once felt easy, like standing up quickly or walking for longer distances, can start to feel unusually tiring. If left unaddressed, the decline in calf muscles can lead to instability, making balance harder to maintain and increasing the risk of falls. For many men, this change happens gradually and silently until one day it becomes impossible to ignore. Hidden factors. Driving calf muscle. Disappearance. Shrinking calves aren't just due to aging. They're also tied to several combined factors, especially lifestyle and exercise habits. Below are 3 key reasons why calf muscles retreat over time. Sedentary lifestyle. As we age, our physical activity level typically drops. Many avoid stairs, dislike long walks, or rarely train their legs, causing calf muscles to go underused, weaken, and slowly lose size. Incorrect training or lack of leg-focused exercise. Light movements like slow walking, moving around the house, or simple exercises don't sufficiently challenge calf muscles. These muscles need targeted and moderate intensity stimulation to retain thickness and strength. Poor blood circulation in the lower limbs. When circulation to the legs is inadequate, oxygen and nutrients can't fully reach muscle cells. This impairs muscle recovery, weakens tissue, and speeds up muscle loss, especially in older adults with vascular conditions, diabetes, or sedentary lifestyles. Consequences go beyond appearance. Losing calf muscle mass doesn't just make legs look skinny or weak. It directly affects quality of life. Decreased balance, making older adults more prone to stumbles and falls, a common and serious danger in aging. Weakened physical strength, making simple tasks like standing up, climbing stairs, or walking short distances exhausting. Gradual loss of independence in daily activities, which impacts mental health and confidence in daily living. A simple yet consistent fix. The good news is muscle atrophy can be slowed, even reversed to some extent, with the right care approach. Focus on training calf muscles. Exercises like calf raises, uphill walking, or using resistance bands can increase strength and boost circulation, helping to counteract lower body muscle loss. Consume enough daily protein. Muscles need raw materials to maintain and repair. Eating enough protein from lean meat, eggs, fish, or plant sources like soybeans and quinoa provides the amino acids needed for muscle regeneration. Hidden factors. Driving calf muscle. Disappearance. Shrinking calves aren't just due to aging. They're also tied to several combined factors, especially lifestyle and exercise habits. Below are 3 key reasons why calf muscles retreat over time. Sedentary lifestyle. As we age, our physical activity level typically drops. Many avoid stairs, dislike long walks, or rarely train their legs, causing calf muscles to go underused, weaken, and slowly lose size. Incorrect training or lack of leg-focused exercise. Light movements like slow walking, moving around the house, or simple exercises don't sufficiently challenge calf muscles. These muscles need targeted and moderate intensity stimulation to retain thickness and strength. Poor blood circulation in the lower limbs. When circulation to the legs is inadequate, oxygen and nutrients can't fully reach muscle cells. This impairs muscle recovery, weakens tissue, and speeds up muscle loss, especially in older adults with vascular conditions, diabetes, or sedentary lifestyles.